Hey guys, thank you all for being here. It is so good to see you. How you doing, my lovely Cancerians? Go ahead and take a moment to meditate on the deck, and that will help infuse your energies so messages meant for you come out clearly and with no misinterpretation. All right, let's go. What does my lovely Cancer need to know? Something to do with the lovers, potentially, or you're feeling confusion. Definitely some imbalance going on. Yeah, here we go. Difficulty making a decision in love. Trying to come out of a regretful energy. You could be trying to prevent a tower moment, prevent some kind of devastation. You could be retreating into your lovely Cancerian shell to kind of hide away from the world and ignore some devastation you recently went to. You could be putting your head in the sand, so to speak, to ignore an issue in front of you. You're experiencing confusion. Just a lot of options. You're not sure what to do next. Looks like you do have a new opportunity coming in. And it does have to do with a collaboration. Love. Ace of Swords reversed. You're not sure if you want to start something new. You are trying to make a decision, weighing out the pros and cons. All right, let's clarify the Tower reversed. What is this energy, Spirit? Being indecisive. Here we go. So we have a few cards here. Oh man. Excuse me, I'm still trying to get over a pretty bad viral illness I had. I think it was the 2020 thing that I had for the first time. Anyway, let's get back to you. So, clarifying the Tower reversed is Ten of Swords. Then we have King of Wands, ending, death, King of Cups. So, I'm getting a number of things right now. It seems like you really wanted to prevent the end of a relationship. However, clearly it did not go that way. You wanted to prevent this end. However, it looks like the potential cause could have been hubris, being very rigid. Very rigid. Thinking everything was perfectly fine. I get the sense you were blindsided. And now, instead of being in King of Wands energy, you are in King of Cups energy. So, very much so in your emotions a lot. You're going through a lot of heartbreak and turmoil at the moment. This honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Three of Swords comes out. Let's clarify Seven of Cups. Sense of confusion. You could have been dealing with an Aries. We have Emperor energy here at the top. You're trying to regain control, a sense of control. It's like you want to be with this person, you want to get them back, you're trying to figure out the best way to get control back with this King of Wands, Emperor energy here. You're trying to figure out what is the best way to smooth things over to get your lover back. What happened here between you two with the Two of Cups? What happened here? Wheel of Fortune reversed. Yeah, this is a relationship that didn't work out. Something didn't work out. Wheel of Fortune reversed. That's sharp. That's sharp and painful. Like the Ace of Swords. This really pierced you. This is devastating for you. This could be a spouse. Or at the very least a long-term relationship. Let's clarify. Ace of Swords. Reversed. And without having to do much, the Devil reversed. Bad habits of some sort interfered, kind of like what I was saying earlier, being very rigid. There could have been outside interference of some sort, but that's not for sure. I already get the feeling somebody's heart just sank, thinking there's a third party. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. But there is an element of negative energy here. It could be that you're the kind of person who loves very deeply, and so that means you try to cover up for that by appearing emotionless. That could have been part of the rub here. What? Yep, and here we go. There is that clarified. These cards just happen to be literally right on top of the deck, just like this. Just like this in this order. Top and bottom of the deck is closed. So let's read on these. You... Yeah, just get a sense of a lot of pride here. We have this long journey of you feeling like this investment didn't work out. You're not sure if you should move forward and search for happiness elsewhere, but the thought of doing that, it's like you're sick of grieving. You're all over the place, to be honest. It's like you're sick of grieving this. It still hurts so sharply. You're like looking at what your next like part of life is going to be. You are soul searching. You know this person no longer has emotions for you. You're trying to cut off your emotions for somebody entirely. Depicted here again. And this is part of that Devil energy and Two of Pentacles energy. So you're really trying your best right now. You're trying to move on after this devastating ending. It's like you feel like, you know that song by I think it's Chingy, Something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. It's like that. That's what you're going through right now. It's like you are trying to make peace with and make amends with yourself and soul search. Try to just let things go. Try to look forward, but you're actually looking back at the past so much. You're looking back at this situation so much, and you can't help it. Something keeps pulling you back, telling you need that person in your life. You're sick of feeling heartbroken, though. You're sick of feeling sick to your stomach about it. You want to feel happy again. You want to move forward, but you also feel like you have built so much with this person. It feels like you're almost walking away from a family, or at least the prospect of a family. It feels like your hard work is just not getting anywhere. It's like you feel like you put in so much time. You could have been with this person for 7 years. And it's just very difficult right now. You're really trying to move forward, but you kind of can't. You're feeling stuck. I mean, if the Hanged Man came out, I wouldn't be surprised. What does Cancer need to know about this situation? Well, you showed up a little bit in your reading already. Here's the... Stop. Isn't the Hanged Man coming up right here? So we have the Chariot right here coming out. There are a few cards I want to peek out right now. We'll start. So we've got you showing up. You're trying to get back to your essence, right? However, that's moving very slowly here with Knight of Pentacles. It's like this feeling that you have for this person is like stubborn. It's so you can't get rid of it. It's keeping you suspended. And you do feel like you're entitled to this person. So this is someone you've been with for a long time. This is someone you could have built a family with. And it's like you want to move forward, but then you kind of feel like you could be failing if you do, because how do you let someone that you love so much go should you fight for this kind of energy? And then as well down here, we have several more cards that are just kind of peeking out, and they feel right for me to take. I go with what seems correct. Typically I'll take cards that are peeking out of the deck. I'm taking this group because it just feels like if this is some hidden energy right here, these two cards. You're just about banging your head on the wall pretty much here with the 9 of Wands, Page of Swords, Temperance. You're trying to debate if it makes sense to go back and try and get this person back. That's part of what's holding you back here too. And that's because they are your wish fulfillment. This is someone that you did start a family with. So this is no wonder it's so painful. This is very difficult you don't feel right moving on. It's not even just this person you'd be moving on from. This could be children as well. Or if you don't have kids already, this is something that you all started to plan for, try for, and it's like, how do you walk away from that? You're so close, from what you both desired. But there's a level of toxicity here, whether from your side or theirs, that's up to you. It's not being revealed in this reading. All I'm seeing is just that you really love this person and you feel like you can't walk away. You want to try to come out of the cold. It looks like you are leaning toward trying to work things out with this person. What else? I feel like this is the wrong deck to use. I'm going to go back to the original deck. What else does Cancer need to know? Right here already. We have Eight of Swords upright. You have some really negative self-limiting beliefs. You could feel like you're not good enough for this person. They could feel like they aren't good enough for you. There's like a self-worth issue somewhere here. It's like this person, your spouse, can't see you. They are bogged down. It's like this person can't see you. They could be going through potentially postpartum depression if this is a relationship where you've had children. This is different this is multiple Cancerians in this video who are going through similar things. So some of you are married, some of you are just in a long-term relationship, some of you have children with this person, some of you don't, but there is something or some of you are working toward that or trying for that, different stages of high level commitment, essentially. But this person is like blindfolded to you. For some reason, they can't see you, whether physically. I don't know if there's like been time that's passed in between. They don't see the anguish you're going through. They just don't see it. They don't know that you're in this energy. Let me see this card peeking out. Five of Cups. It could look like to them like you're perfectly fine. Here on the bottom of the deck with the Ace of Cups reversed. They think that you don't love them anymore. And this is touching on some like deep wounds that they have. It's like the only thing they can see is that you've walked away, that you've given up on this commitment. They think you are collaborating with someone else. So if you do want to get back with this person, it's going to require communication so you can get out of the Lover's reverse energy. You all are completely disconnected from one another to the point where this person thinks that you're literally gallivanting off somewhere else. And I mean, hey, if it fits, did you do that? Did you do that? Some of you need to support your spouse during postpartum depression. They could have pushed you away. Here with Seven of Wands upright, not recognizing they need help. So that complicates things. Sometimes self-awareness is very difficult to achieve after just giving birth to a human being. That's very difficult. Everything's very overwhelming. Yeah, Queen of Wands energy. She is off trying to be a mother and raise humans. So I would say for those of you who are in this specific situation, that your spouse or long-term partner has just had a little one and she's more, she's disoriented, she's angry, she's irritable, she's broken up with you, she's kicked you out of the house kind of thing. Let's look at the whole situation from her perspective. She has ripped her body open to bring life to the earth, and she's in excruciating pain. I don't care what a nurse or doctor says, that person is likely still in a lot of physical pain. They are watching their body change in incredible ways. They've turned into, being the person who maybe this is their first kid, so that makes it even a little more harder and more devastating. They watch themselves turn into this beautiful swan to now a working, sustenance provider. She has to use her body now to feed. Her breasts hurt, everything hurts. Her feet are still swollen. Her body is still trying to literally sew itself back up cell by cell, all the way throughout and straight up to her bones. She's in a lot of physical pain. She's also trying to feed this child. She has a new being that's screaming and crying for her all at once, and now dealing with guilt of, am I doing enough? Did I feed this child on time? Is this okay? Oh wait, now so and so is not helping out with XYZ. I just need help with a bottle, but then they're complaining when I'm in so much pain and still bleeding, and so many things. So many things. She doesn't feel supported by you, is what I'm trying to tell you. So you're having a hard time moving on because you know it would not be the right thing to do. I get that there was some sort of like harsh argument with this sword energy.